The year was 1978. Marquette came into the annual basketball rivalry game against Wisconsin on the ultimate high. Just 2 years earlier, they were the NCAA champs and had won 15 straight games against the Badgers. In the 40 games leading up to 78, Marquette was 25-15 against Wisconsin. You could say it was the golden age of Marquette hoops. But December 23, 1978 would be a demarcation point in the rivalry. Led by Wes Matthews and Claude Gregory, Wisconsin won 65-52, and Marquette's reign over the rivalry was over. For the next 41 meetings, it would be Wisconsin flipping the script by going 24-17. So it may be Wisconsin's series now, but this rivalry has been remarkably close. Let's analyze the best moments before and after that 1978 contest to give you some context on why Wisconsin-Marquette sits as the ultimate form of bragging rights in the state of Wisconsin. It's all right here on this basketball edition of Stadium Rivals. The final score was 15-14, but don't let that low total fool you in this exciting first showdown between the schools in 1917. Tied in the final seconds, All-American Bill Chandler went to the line after a controversial foul, sinking the shot and giving the Badgers the victory. Chandler would hop to the other side of this rivalry in 1930 when he became the head coach at Marquette. A sold-out crowd was on hand at Milwaukee Auditorium to witness Marquette and Chandler down Wisconsin 16-14. Chandler became the longest tenured coach in school history, totaling 193 wins in Milwaukee. Rube Schultz only attended Wisconsin for 1 week before he found out his scholarship included requirements like maintaining a B average and doing chores. He wasn't having it, and along with Doug Gill, borrowed a friend's car and drove to Milwaukee to be accepted by Marquette as transfers. Schultz would eventually lead Marquette to its first NCAA tournament with an Elite Eight appearance in 1955. But Wisconsin was pissed. The Badgers refused to play Marquette from 1954 to 1957 because of the transfers. Al McGuire was hired by Marquette in 1964, forever changing the rivalry. His run of 15 straight wins over Wisconsin from 1969 to 1977 is legendary in Milwaukee. But the game in 1974 was certainly the highlight. After trailing by 9 with 6 minutes left, Bo Ellis scored twice in quick succession, cutting the Wisconsin lead to 1 with 47 seconds left. Enter Maurice Lucas. Down 1 with 17 seconds on the clock, Lucas fumbled a pass, but found his composure to drain a game winner from 20 feet, sending the crowd into madness and sending Marquette home with a 59-58 win. McGuire's 13th and final year at Marquette would be the most successful in school history. The Warriors won both games over the Badgers in the regular season, finished the year 25-7, and eventually ran through the NCAA tournament, knocking off Dean Smith's North Carolina Tar Heels to win the national championship. Butch Lee was the tournament's most outstanding player, and McGuire retired after the school's first and only national title. In 1979, Wisconsin's Wes Matthews made a game-saving block with 1 second left on the clock to secure the Badgers' 57-56 win. His son, Wesley Matthews Jr., when it came time to attend college in 2005, chose to attend Marquette after winning Mr. Basketball in the state of Wisconsin. The 1997-98 season marked the last rivalry game at the UW Fieldhouse in Madison. Aaron Hutchins scored the last 9 points for Marquette as the program downed Wisconsin in their old barn 65-60. Marquette's only other Final Four appearance came in the 2002-03 season. This was the Dwayne Wade-led Golden Eagles, and on December 14, 2002, he tallied 25 points and ended a 14-game winning streak by the Badgers against in-state schools with a 63-54 win. The highest national ranking for either team in the rivalry came in 2014 with Wisconsin as the number 2 team in the land. The Badgers came into Milwaukee and Frank Kaminsky tallied a double-double with 15 points and 10 rebounds in the Badgers' 49-38 victory. The Badgers would eventually fall to Duke in the national championship game that season. Wisconsin was coming off a pair of Final Four appearances the previous 2 seasons, but Marquette would ruin the fun at Wisconsin's Kohl Center. Golden Eagles center Luke Fisher tipped in the game-winning bucket with 26 seconds remaining, lifting his team to a 57-55 win. It's probably safe to put the Wisconsin-Marquette rivalry in the underrated category in college hoops. Wisconsin holds a 68-57 advantage all time, but Marquette is actually 42-36 since 1950. In the 21st century, however, Wisconsin has won 11 of 19 contests. College basketball needs this Wisconsin battle to matter, and more close games will put it in the conversation of the best in college hoops. The top matchups we break down right here on Stadium Rivals.